Mute the Muse. Mute the Muse. Bring the Muse. Shout out. Shimmy the papa, baby.
Yo, what's up? It's Brittany the Muse, and I am back. The support I received from my first video, season 2, was crazy. I just want to thank you for everybody that reposted, that shared it, that made a reel, that did a duet, whatever. Thank you guys, because y'all know it was a struggle with me. Just all together, just trying to get back into the swing of things, because this is what I love to do, and I'm just so grateful that niggas want to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to hear what the fuck I'm talking about, and that shit is decent to me. I'm so grateful for y'all. But like everybody else and everything else, I don't want to be all long and winded with the thank yous, but I just want to just definitely say thank you to my support system. Y'all know who y'all are. I will definitely make sure that the world knows real soon, because y'all coming with me. But anyway, let's get right into it. We're not even going to play. Y'all came to hear me talk my shit, so let me talk my shit. So I've been on social media all week, right? Everybody's always arguing about the same thing with couples, splitting bills. I'm a kept woman. Oh, my nigga got to do this, or this, that, and the third, or whatever it may be that suits your lifestyle. I just want to talk about my opinion. So I took a poll on Instagram to ask, like, you know, what majority of people like to, how do you want to live your life with your spouse or your partner? Like, what is your relationship gender role or idealization of a relationship? What are your ideas about your partner? Like, as a woman, what is the role that your partner needs to play? So for me, let's just talk about me. It's called Mute the Muse. So I want to tell y'all my opinion. My opinion on that for splitting bills, because that's like the biggest thing. Oh, splitting bills. Oh, my man got to take care of me. I'm just going to take care of the home. This, that, and the third. Domestication, or rich ass bitch don't give a fuck about a nigga. Like, it's just that. To me, it's all situational. Of course, if the person that I'm dating is a millionaire, or not even a millionaire, can afford the lifestyle of our home, and say, hey, baby, you can stay home. You don't got to take care of nothing. Best believe I'm going to take that option. I'm going with option A. I don't want the constellation prize. I want the prize. But if my man got a 9-to-5 like me, and we got 3 kids, and we got to come together, there's nothing wrong with splitting the bills. And that's my opinion. Y'all can go ahead and fight me about it and say, well, back in the day, your grandmama ain't had nothing to do but raise 12 kids. She couldn't even get a job because she didn't have a high school diploma, because she didn't go to school and she didn't know how to read. Yeah, I said that. And that's the truth. Today, the working class, we're working, and it's hard out here, and we're living in reality. We're not talking about what's on TV. We're not talking about Diddy with his 8 girlfriends. We're not talking about Meek Mill and all the other rappers that can trick on a woman. We're talking about 9-to-5 civilians waking up at 8 and coming home at 5 to take care of y'all families. And then, honestly, half of y'all don't even know how to be domesticated women anyway. And I'm not a pick me, even though my friends do call me Mrs. Samuels. I'm saying that it's teamwork. And I think that if you could help be a team, you probably can get to your dream of what it is that you want to do. But a lot of women can't even be a domesticated female if they wanted to. Don't know how to cook properly, don't know how to clean properly, don't know how to shut the fuck up. And yes, I did say that, as much as that pains me to say, because it sounds like subservience. But the truth of the matter is, if you want a nigga to pay everything, and you sit home and shop, go to Target and just cook for the kids and pick the kids up, what is the reward for him? I'll wait. Exactly. You don't even know what to do. You don't even know after that what's the role. Are you peace? When he comes home, does he have to fight with you, argue? If I'm making all the money, I don't want to hear shit about the kids. When I come home, that's your job, because I'm out here making money for y'all. I don't want to hear shit. But anyway, I don't even want to get into that. But the point of the matter is, splitting bills is situational. If you can afford to not split bills, and the man can do that, or vice versa, because men stay home too, taking care of the kids, while the woman's being a nurse, the woman being a CEO, the woman being the principal or the director of the company. So I just think it's situational. And I think we should throw out some of our social norms of what's expected just because of your sex. Because if we really get into it, what is sex anymore? Yeah, I'll go there next week. Anyway, a lot of the ways we look for love in situations, we're just going to go into the other topic, because I tried to do a smooth transition, but it ain't work, y'all. But y'all with me, y'all know me, so let's get into it. That brings me to my next topic. Toxic love cycles. Like, everybody's had a bad relationship. Y'all heard a little bit about my bad relationship the last show that I did, but I'm not going to get too deep into that, because I ain't quite healed from it yet, and I don't want to, you know what I mean, start crying and tearing up or everything. But I think a lot of that has to do with our love as a child. Like what kind of love we received as children. Some of us were overloved and we grow up to like be anti-love. Some of us didn't get any love and we want all the love, and we just overcompensate when somebody be like, I like your sweater. Oh my God, he likes my sweater. Oh my God, we're going to be together forever. Because that's just how much love you didn't receive as a kid. Some kids were bullied by their parents. So then they run into a love interest that treats them like angels, and they just want to give their whole soul and heart to these people. I just want to talk about personally my issue. Pretty typical daddy issues. Wasn't raised with my father. My father wasn't spoken of highly because of how the transition between them breaking up. It was done distastefully. It was like, oh, that ain't my baby and fuck you. So that my mom carried that trauma with her and that hatred for a man that way. Gratefully, I had my grandfather to be my male figure, or to show me what men are supposed to do, but heavy on the air quotes. But I missed love, affection. My family wasn't very affectionate. Like my mom was affectionate when she needed affection, but my grandfather, he just provided. That was his way of showing he cared. If you needed something, I'll buy it. If you want something, here it is. But sometimes I hurt my knee. I want you to kiss my boo-boo. I want you to put the Band-Aid on. And it was none of that. It was like, well, you better fucking slow down. You wouldn't trip. The Band-Aid's in the closet. Like that was how I grew up. So ultimately, when I went looking for love, psychologically, that's the kind of love I was looking for. Like providing, or, well, you know, not too much. Like I didn't mean to do that. A lot of my friends say I date assholes. Like, but I think it's because my grandfather, Papa, I love you, but my grandfather's an asshole. Like he is. If anybody has met him, just an example. I remember one of the most embarrassing things he ever did. It was my daughter's like 5th birthday party. Somebody comes in with a gift. Everybody's giving all these great gifts because she's the golden child. Like nobody had kids since I had kids. So she's the golden child. So all of these great gifts are coming in. So my grandfather's like looking at everybody's gift, and he's like, I'm fly. I gave her a trust fund. I ain't worried about what y'all giving. But he ain't saying nothing. He's very humble about it. So then this one person, I will not name them, came in with the gift, and you could tell it was last minute and it was cheap. So we're looking in the back, but I'm not materialistic. I don't want y'all to think I wasn't appreciative. But the presentation, based upon everything else, it kind of showed. So my grandfather says out loud, so we go in the back, I pull it out. It's like this thing my child would like never ever wear. But I'm, again, grateful because you didn't have to buy my kids shit. So I look at it, I'm like, oh, you know, the fake, like, oh, thank you so much. My grandfather says, shit, the bag was cuter. And when I'm telling you, the whole party just was like quiet, like, oh my God. Like, and this is just an example of what I grew up with. Like the guy is just an asshole. He says everything. He'll call you fat. He'll tell you need to work out. He'll tell you you're a bum, but he means it in love. Anyway, this is my example of love. These are the people that showed me their idea of affection. So then on one hand, I have my mother who's been brokenhearted, never really loved anybody besides my dad. Go to love the man, have a baby with the man. The man says, that ain't my baby. I don't love you. I'm gonna go be somewhere else. Dealing with the mom with that trauma, dealing with my grandfather who just only knows how to love with things and like mean words. I'm lost out in this motherfucker. So I'm like, immediately I'm that girl. Like it wasn't the sweet nothings that got me. It was literally the emotional abuse. Now I'm not saying my grandfather emotionally abused me, but that's what it turned into when I was looking for love. I wasn't going for the sweet nothings. The niggas was like, oh my God, you are my sun and you're my moon and my raindrop. I was like, oh, all right. The nigga was like, yo, you get on my fucking nerves, you nut. Oh my God. Like, oh, he love me like that. Because like, that's what I knew. And I know that's fucked up. But I realize that now, because when I look at my resume, I don't think I dated any guy that anybody would say was nice. Like nobody, like asshole, anger, closed up, quiet, but they did their job, like with their responsibilities. I say that to say, love your kids. Yeah, you see how that flip? Love on your children. Like, stop worrying about what's going on social media so much and what they're doing. Love on your children. See, y'all ain't expect that flip. This was about loving your kids the way they need to be loved, not the way you think they need to be loved. Everybody's always worried about their romantic relationships. Learn your children. Why don't you learn your kids' love language? Chicken nuggets and fries might be one kid's love language. If you go to McDonald's, I got you some McDonald's. Now, kids are easy because it's their love is situational because they're learning. So when they look at you, it's like, oh, my mom loves me because she let me do, or she does this, or she tucks me in, or he, fathers and mothers. This is not just strictly for the moms, but love your children, bro, so they know what to do. And even if you don't know how, sit down and tell them motherfuckers. Kids are really, really smart. Say, yo, how you feel about me as a mom? Be honest. Now, if you fuck your kids up, like if you hit them, give them a warning. Like, I'm gonna hit you because I know how y'all get in. I don't believe in, I'm not. Okay, here's the thing. I'm getting off the subject. I'm not a gentle parent because people think that I am because I do not physically abuse my child or emotionally assault her because she's a human being. And that's important. So people are like, oh, you're a gentle parent. You don't have to. I don't want to debunk the word gentle parenting, but I think it's big for the Black community because we were raised on ass whoopings and I don't know how you say the word degradation. When niggas say bad shit to you and make you feel bad, that shit, we were raised on that. So it's like, get the fuck in here before I fuck you up. Now get some cookies and go on that way. Like that shit, we was raised on that. And so if we want to call that gentle parenting or just treating people like human beings, I'm going to just say I treat my kid like a human being. But all this to say is just ask your kids, how am I doing as a parent? What could I do better? What would you like to see more of? How do you feel it when? Because you'll learn a lot from your children. Like if you really are open and honest with them, you will learn a lot about what it is that you are as a parent. Now, of course, kids going to be on dumb shit and they're going to look at it like, oh shit, I'm about to get that PS5. Like, no, like be honest. Take what they saying like with a grain of salt because kids be on bullshit sometimes, but listen to them, listen to and learn their love language. Like you be thinking, a lot of parents think that buying your kids whatever they want and buying whatever materialistic thing when niggas just be really wanting to hug. Like them babies out here wanting hugs because they out here killing, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of us is pointing fingers, but we raising them. We raising these killers. Anybody our age, those are our kids out there. If y'all looking at the statistics, those are our children out there killing, and shooting and robbing and not giving a fuck about senseless life. Love on your kids, love on your children, and also always, always, always therapy. Therapy isn't hard. I think we as Black people or people as a community, male and female, think that therapy is unattainable or you just scared. But it's really just venting to someone with common fucking sense. That's it. Now, if you like a schizophrenic or some shit like that, I don't know, like they might put you on some meds, but ultimately it's just talking to somebody with common sense or someone who's just a medium, doesn't know, you be like, oh my, I can't talk to my husband because it's just someone who's just a common ground that has common sense that'll be able to sort your shit out. It's also okay to get therapy before something's wrong. I encourage therapy for your children because especially with this day and age, they are experiencing so many different things that we didn't grow up with because of social media and because of their image. A lot of them don't think they're worthy because of what they see on the internet that we know as adults aren't real, but we also participate in. So we're their teachers. So if we sitting here saying, oh, it ain't real, but then you like on Instagram trying to make sure that, you look like they seeing you get off the jet and living this glamorous life, but you live on 2nd and Allegheny. Like they're living this life with you. So you kind of gotta, if it's hard, we get caught up in social media. We do. I do, filters, all that. We love it because it's like the aesthetic of I could be cool on this platform, but the children are suffering. And I feel like even if they're not suffering, therapy doesn't have to be the answer for when there's something wrong. You can go when you're perfectly fine. Help them sort out their emotions because children aren't going to tell you everything. I tell you right now, grab your kid phone right now with no warning. You're going to be fucking shocked. Don't say, look, don't call me up when you see some shit. But I promise you, grab them right now. No warning. Just walk past them and say, just snatch the motherfucker. Just snatch it. Because if you let them know, they smart, they crafty. Because you got to catch them while they sleeping. But that'll go to show you what your children are dealing with. Because the first thing you're going to see, yeah, you might run into some things that's going to shock the shit out you. But you also going to run into their bullying. Like the level of bullying that they inherit, they take on a daily basis. The social problems they have, their awkwardness, the girl problems, the boy problems, school problems, what they think of themselves, what they think about peers. Some kids even be writing really, really scary stories. And that's another time for a topic for another thing. That wasn't my kid, but it was a kid that we had to go get some help for. And if I hadn't snatched my motherfucking daughter's phone, that kid might have been not here today. And that's important. So check on y'all kids. Y'all, I just be trying to like wrap this shit up because I don't be wanting to talk y'all head off, but I just really do be having so much to say, and I just feel like this is my opportunity to just get this shit off my chest without motherfucker be like, well, I think that motherfucker, I think this is my motherfucking show, and I'm gonna say what the fuck I wanted to say because I just been wanting to say these shit because everybody's just been going back and forth about bill splitting, gender roles, love cycle, children. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. Most importantly, love yourself and make sure you know how. And if you don't, ask somebody. That's weird, right? How would you ask somebody, yo, how you love yourself? Motherfucker probably gonna say, I don't know. I just kind of started doing the kind of things that I like to do and putting myself first. I mean, those are like the first 2 steps that I can give you because I'm still on my journey and I got a lot of work to do. But since I've been putting myself first, that feels like loving myself. And it feels good. And it's okay to say no to motherfuckers, especially motherfuckers that wouldn't say yes to you. Let that guilt go, because if you say no, guess what? Especially the ones try to guilt trip you, they'll go find somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Like, that's literally what happens. So I'm just saying all of these things that I was on my chest. But most importantly, love yourself, love your children, love the world. Like, I don't want to sound like Michael Jackson or Heal the World type shit, but like, it's really that simple. Like, we really put on this earth to be a blessing to somebody else. And being a blessing doesn't always mean financial. It could just mean being like, yo, bro, you good today? How you feel? Hey, your mom. You need me I can help you with that laundry today. I got it. I was doing laundry anyway. Little things like that help. Like, just be a blessing. It's the holiday season. Everybody's running out, spending all their money to prove that they love people with materialistic things, but you didn't even call them to see if they ate today or how their grandmom doing or how's work going. Or is there anything that you could do? I promise you, at this age, yes, there are materialistic people, but there are people that just need people. It's hard out here. And I know you feel it when you have those days. You be like, damn, I wish I could tell somebody, but you afraid because of this or that. Find you somebody to confide in. If you can't, if you believe in God or you believe in the universe, whatever it is, talk to somebody, talk out loud, write in a book, get your shit off, but take care of yourself inside. I'm always going to press mental health care because, nigga, truth is, I'm tired. Like, I was there. Dog, I wasn't suicidal. Like, I wasn't suicidal. Like, I wasn't trying to unalive myself. But I definitely was down. Like, I ain't want to do shit. Like, I was just like, man, I don't give a fuck about nothing. You ate. All right, cool. Like, it was literally power drive. Eating, sleeping, working. Eating, sleeping, working. Eat, like, back to back. That's depression. If you didn't know, that's depression. And depression doesn't always look like, there was the Slim Shady song where he was writing the note. It doesn't always look like I'm going to kill myself, but you can literally kill yourself or unalive yourself without like a physical death. You can actually kind of like just die from self-esteem or just feeling low or sleeping all day. But mental health is always going to be pushed by me because I got out of it by somebody caring. And I think that's I don't get emotional, you guys. That was really important. Like, if that person didn't notice or say, hey, nigga, you all right? Like, a real you all right? I don't know where it could go because depression is an imbalance. It's not something that you can. And you know, black people, we soldiers, so it's like, nah, you be all right. You all right, nigga? Come on, you got this. Sometimes you don't fucking got it. Sometimes you don't got this shit. And it's like, it's the worst when you talking to oppressed people, and we are oppressed people. Of course, we're trying to get out of oppression, but we have that it don't matter what, do what you gotta do mentality. But that's also fucks with your head because you be like, I gotta do what I gotta do. So what if I feel like I'm about to fucking check? Like, it doesn't matter. Just take your time, be easy on yourself. If you feel like you need help, reach out. Flip that. Everybody got health insurance, and if you don't, it's free. Because if you don't got health insurance, you can get it because it's free. If that makes sense. Hold on, let me say it right. Everybody has health insurance. And if you can't afford health insurance, call the DPA line, because if you don't have health insurance, you probably could get it because it's free. So when you get your card, flip that bad boy over and call the number and say, hey, I'm looking for mental health care in my network. And they will give you a list. And then, yes, you do have to do some work. You want to call. Might have an appointment a couple weeks away or a month away, but just do it. Take care of yourself if you feel in a type of way. It's too many people that I know personally that I'd be like, yeah, man, first person who asked me that, thank you. Then I'd be like, hey, you want to have some lunch? You want to go out? Yeah, man, yeah. Thank you for thinking about me. You know what I mean? Like, it's so many people struggling, and I just wanted to be the blessing that somebody was to me because I was done. A dunion, you hear me? Like I was over it. Like I just was like, man, whatever. I'm just this is life. Work, sleep, eat, work, sleep, eat, work, sleep, eat. That was life. But I don't want that to be your life. It doesn't have to be your life. And you're not alone. People aren't perfect. People's relationships are shitty. Your relationship ain't the only shitty relationship. Your mom and dad ain't the only shitty moms and dads. Your children ain't the only fuck ups. No, you're not by yourself. And it's hard out here. And there's people out here for you. So I am going to end that because, bro, it's so many people out here hurting. It's sad because if we just came together and we weren't so judgmental, materialistic, and worried about all the other bullshit, we would be a better vessel or community to one another. But I want to end on a sad note because, like, that's sad as shit. But at the same time, it's important, especially holiday depression and seasonal depression. Just want to talk about it. I am Brittany the Muse. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for you guys' continual support. Love on your family, love on your children, love on your spouses, love on your friends, your cats, your dogs, your mice, your roaches. Brush your teeth, as my man Soda will always say. This has been Brittany the Muse, and thank you for tuning in to me, you guys. Love you.